Okay, so this could be part two to what if Shinra had cremation? So let's get into it.
Up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome, I'm about to pop, started from the bottom, yeah, I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I'll fight to live, I'll fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life.
So it's been a while since I done the first part to this what if. So let's continue. So a few days go by, the rookie games would start and Company 8 would get there. Like all of the companies would be there. And Shinra and Arthur would be like getting ready. They'll be getting warmed up. They're stretching and all that. And Shinra would encounter Tamaki, but it would be nothing like canon. They would just like greet each other and then they would just like move on from each other. So when the guy said go, Shinra would start running, and then he would start flying like in canon. Then he would get up to like I think it was the top floor or one of the top floors. So as Shinra gets there, he's just walking around. He's like helping out, like, cause the whole test is about like saving people from like a burning building, I think. So like he's just helping like people out, and then this is when the guy would like start, like he would sense someone is watching him, and then he would hear someone like he would hear like the person about to attack him, so he moves out the way, and then he sees I think his name is the Joker. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm just calling him the Joker. So so the Joker would attack Shinra, and Shinra would like dodge again. Like he would dodge again. Shinra would say like, "Who are you?" The Joker would say like, "I've heard a lot about you, Shinra, and I know what happened to your parents, your mom." And then Shinra would say like, "You know about my mom?" And then the Joker would say, "Yeah, I do. I know what happened that day, and I came here to talk." And Shinra would say like, "There's no time. Like you need to get out of here before I hurt you." And the Joker would say like, "Oh, you're not gonna hurt me. Like just because you have blue fire doesn't mean that it's strong enough to defeat me." So the Joker would charge at Shinra. So he would charge at Shinra. Shinra would just like make a wall of fire, and it would actually like burn the Joker. And the Joker would say like, "Huh, some pretty flames, but it won't be enough." And then Shinra would like be dodging every attack that the Joker throws at him. And he's not even trying. He's predicting like every attack, and he's like dodging it with no effort at all. And then Shinra would say like, "I've had enough." So he would just like get up close to the Joker and like blast it, like put his hand in front of the Joker's face and blast him with fire. And the Joker would get sent back, and he would get knocked out for a while. And then he's not fully knocked out. He's like getting up. But then he would tell Shinra that he planted bombs inside of here in the building. So like Shinra would like run off to like go find everyone, or like to defuse the bombs. So he runs into Arthur and like Tamaki, and he would tell Arthur and Tamaki that there's bombs in here and all that, and they need to get everyone out. And the Joker would set the bombs off, like one by one, like from the bottom floor all the way to the top. and people are like trying to run out of the building, and they're like, I would say that, like, I think they were on the top floor, so Shinra would blast a hole on the roof, and then they would like all of them would just jump out, and like they would like be falling, but Shinra would just fly down, and Tamaki would get catched by Company One's captain. Like I don't remember his name, but Arthur would get catched like by, I would say he would get catched by his captain from Company 8. So yeah, the Joker gets away. Not Deku. Shinra is just wondering like how did he know about his mother and what happened? How does he know about the fire that happened? And Shinra just thinks about it, but then he just like doesn't really take it so like too seriously. So like a couple days later, Shinra, Arthur, and yeah, both of them are just doing like paperwork, and then they would get a call, and Maki, I think that Maki would pick the phone up, and then after like she like puts the phone down, she would tell Shinra and Arthur that there's a dog in a tree, and it can't get down. So Shinra sighs, and he gets up, and he walks to the door. Arthur would get up, and he would walk towards the door as well. So they would get there, and they would see like the mascot. I think that's the mascot. It was it was like this guy in a suit. Like I can't really remember. But yeah, like Shinra would say like we got called all the way over here for this, and Arthur would say yeah, it looks like it. And then there's a guy like telling them to get the guy down, like the dog from the tree. So Shinra just flies, and he grabs the dog, I guess, and he sets him towards the ground. Then they would hear an explosion in the back, and this is like the infernal, like the guy that was in court and he got turned into an infernal. Yeah, that's him. And then like yeah, they would hear another explosion. They would go to see what it is. Arthur would like get on top of Shinra so they can get there quicker. And like as they're like flying towards there, they're like arguing. Shinra's arguing with Arthur and like saying like, "Why did you jump on my back and all that?" Arthur said that we'll get there a lot quicker if we did. If I didn't. So then they would see the fire truck, whatever it, like the car that Company 8 has, like they would see that, and then they would fly next to it, and then the captain would tell Shinra and Arthur to go up ahead and like scout the area and evacuate everyone. So they both like Shinra like flies in front of them, then gets to like the place where the explosions are going off. Arthur's like helping the civilians that are getting evacuated. Shinra is like distracting the Infernal, and the Infernal like he can talk, and he's saying like, "Oh, like you have the devil's footprint or whatever." Because I think yeah, Shinra still has the devil's footprint. So the Infernal like attacks Shinra. Shinra just puts up another wall of fire. The Infernal would get burned, and it would like let out a cry of agony. But like I don't know if infernals can regenerate, but I'm gonna say that this one can, and it would just regenerate and like go for another attack. Shinra would dodge, and he's up in the air, and the Inferno would pick up cars and try to throw them towards Shinra, but Shinra would be like dodging and like sending them back towards the Inferno. And then Shinra would be flying down, and he would kick the Inferno in the face well, Inferno doesn't really have a face, but he kicks Inferno in the head. And then as the Inferno was like on the ground, Arthur would come in for like he would be about to like attack the Inferno, but then Company 5 would show up, and they would the captain, I think that's Princess Hibana, I think that's her name. She would tell like Shinra and Arthur to leave it to Company 5, and Shinra would say that we got the call about this and like about this Inferno, so it's our job to put the Inferno to rest. But then Princess Hibana would do like the eye thing, to, like I don't know what it's called, but like Shinra gets like, I guess, like Daisy, I guess. So like Arthur would get Daisy as well. Then the Company 5 would like pin the Inferno down, and they would like restrain it. So yeah. So Princess Hibana would like step on Shinra, like on its head, like on his head, and then she would say like, you're not like, you can't even take down an Inferno, or like she would just insult Shinra. I can't even think of an insult right now. So then the rest of the Company 8 arrives, and then Princess Hibana would be talking with the captain, and then Company 5 would leave. Shinra would say like, who were they? And the captain would say that was Company 5, and Shinra would say like, Company 5, huh? I've heard about them a few times. And they would like return back to their base, and Shinra would be like doing some training on his own. I'm gonna say that he would like tell the captain that he would go, like he would be like on his break, so he would go, like he would just be walking around the city, and he would arrive at a forest, and he would be coming up with new moves. I'm gonna say he can create fire tornadoes, and he would have a finishing move, and it's basically Bakugo's Howitzer Impact from My Hero. It's basically that, but instead of explosions, it's just blue fire. And I would say it's twice as strong. So yeah. So he would just be like training, and then he would just be training, and then he would like return back towards the Company 8, like the fire station. And I would say like they continue to do paperwork. So yeah, they would just continue doing paperwork. It would be like nighttime. Like Shinra's just laying in bed. He's just thinking of what the Joker said to him about his mom. He was just thinking about that. And he like talks to himself, and he's like saying like, there's no way my mother is still alive. Like she got killed by that Inferno along with my brother. And as Shinra is laying in bed, he would hear someone in the hallways, like just walking, and Shinra would get curious, and he would like get up from his bed and open his door to see who it was, and he would see Iris, and Shinra would ask Iris what she's doing out in the hallways so late at night, and she would tell Shinra that she's just like going to bed. She just went to use the bathroom or something. But Shinra would like say like, okay, like good night then. And I'm gonna say that like Iris would be going for the front exit of the building, and Shinra would like notice that, So he decided to follow her, and he's like keeping a safe distance so she doesn't see him, like he does, so she doesn't see him. And Iris would arrive at Company Five's base, or like, yeah, like fire station. So then she would ask to see Princess Hibana, and then the gate would open up and she would walk in, and Shinra would say like, "Huh, why did she decide to come here?" And I must say that like he like flies over, like, oh, like he just flies over Company Five's fire station, and he would like fly towards like a window, and then he would see Iris like and Princess Hibana talking. Then Hibana would like start to hit Iris, and Shinra would like wanted to like um actually he breaks through the window, and like everyone would hear it, and then Shinra would go like would attack Hibana, and he would like shoot a massive wave of fire towards her, and she would like she would like get hit by it, and then she would like get sent back, and he Princess Hibana is saying like what was that, and then she would see Shinra, and she would say like it's you from before, like what are you doing here, and Shinra would say like I came to save Iris, and Iris would say like how did you find me, Shinra, and Shinra would say like I followed you here, because I knew you were lying about going to bed and all that, and um uh Princess Ibanu would say like, huh, pretty bold move of you, like coming to Company Five's base to save someone even though you're outnumbered. And then Company Five, like I'm gonna say that there was 6 people about to attack Shinra, but Shinra would like shoot like wave like a fire tornadoes at them, and they would get burnt like really bad, and they would get knocked out, and Shinra would say like, now it's fair, it's 1v1 now, and Princess Ivana would get like mad, and she would say like, you can't defeat me, and then she would shoot fire at Shinra. Shinra would like not even be phased by it, like, and Princess Ivana saying like, huh, you're strong, but can you handle this? And she would like shoot like a massive wave of fire. Shinra would counter it with another massive wave of fire, and they would collide, making an explosion. And I must say that Arthur realized that Shinra and Iris were like gone from the fire station, so he woke up the captain and the rest of Company 8, and they decided to go look for them. And I must say like they had I would say like they just like they have a tracking device, just why not, like they're like everyone at Company A has a tracking device just in case like something happens to them, so they know where to find them. So like they would like pull out a device to see where they are, and they would see that Shinra and Iris are at Company Five's base, so they would like all suit up, and they would they would go towards Company Five's base, and Shinra is like just fighting with Hibana, and Shinra's just like he's not trying to hurt her, but he wants to hurt her enough so she would like he doesn't want to hurt her too bad, but he just wants to like beat her in the fight right now. So Princess Ivana would like do that whole fire tree thing. Then like I don't remember what it's called, like that fire tree that she did in canon. I don't know what it's called, but then I would say that she would like also make like roots out of fire, and she would shoot them at Shinra. Shinra would dodge them, and he would go um like towards Hibana and punch her in the stomach, and she would get sent back. And he would like say that he knows that she's in pain or whatever, and Hibana would say like, you know nothing about me, and Shinra would say like, I don't know anything about you, and you don't know anything about me. So how about we get to know each other after this? And Hibana would say like, huh, you think I can like get to know someone from Company 8? And she would shoot more fire at Shinra, and then Shinra would like do that the same thing like he did in canon, where he like punches Princess Ibana in the face, and he says like they don't call me what's it called, punch that woman into her senses, man. I think that's what it's called. I don't really remember. It was something similar, but Shinra would punch her like in canon, and she would get knocked out for a bit. Then um Iris, or like not Iris, she would like wake up in Iris's lap, and Shinra would be like standing next to Iris, and he would say like, you finally woke up, huh? And she would say like, yeah, and you kind of punched me really hard. And Shinra would say like, I'm sorry for that. And Iris would say like she would I would just say like she would just talk with Hibana. Then they would like make up for what they did to each other. So like, yeah. Then I'll say that Hibana does like have a crush on Shinra now, like in canon. And this is when Company 8 would show up. The rest of the Company 8, they would bust through the wall, and they would get out of the vehicle and like just start like they were about to attack Princess Ibana and the rest of the Company 5, but then Shinra stopped them and said that they were all good and all that. So yeah. So Company 5 and Company 8, they would part ways. Company 8 would return back to their fire station, and Shinra, well, no, not Shinra, Iris will like look back towards Princess Ibana, and she would smile and wave goodbye, and Hibana would do the same. So yeah, I'm end it off here. I hope you guys like this part, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.